Hey Mung Beans. I'm Joey.
I'm Ashley.
And this is Wine Time Mysteries.
If you're into true crime,
And if the paranormal gets your nips hard,
then this is for you. But before we get started,
make sure to follow us on Spotify and stalk us on Insta and TikTok.
or send your inquiries to winetimemysteries@gmail.com, and we promise to at least try to get back to you.
Lego! I will make a disclaimer that this is not anywhere near as bad as my last two.
Kroll the Warrior King.
Yeah.
Yeah, that done fucked me up for a while. I mean, you saw my face when I left here.
Yeah.
That
and
did
then
some things.
You messaged me, it was like the next day, I think, and you said that you're still
Yeah.
kind of recovering.
It was a lot to process.
I don't do things by half, mate.
No. Like, Amelia Arseface was like about this level, which is like above shoulder level because you guys can't see. And then Kroll the Warrior King was like fucking... I hope you guys Googled him because he's just not turtly enough for the turtle club.
Yeah, he really looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about
Piece
it.
of shit. I can't wait to find out what you're talking about today.
Well, today we do find ourselves back in Europe again.
Great.
But we're not in London.
Not in London.
We're not even in Germany.
Good.
But we're in Germany's cousin, Austria.
Okay.
Ja, sehr gut.
That's my German. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I got nothing.
Did they even say okay?
I don't know.
That's the Brisbane education system for you.
Get it in ya.
Fuck cousins.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, this week, dear Mung Beans, we are going to be talking about Martha Lowenstein, also known as Martha Marek.
Okay.
Well, she got married. Lowenstein was just her birth name, maiden name.
Kind of sounds better than Marek.
Martha Marek, no, alliteration, my friend.
What?
Whatever. Moving on. Moving along.
Can't
very
reason
quickly.
with stupid.
You can, but you don't win. Mummy.
Ew. Ew. That's gross.
And don't give me this fucking shit when I say to picture this, alright? I get it. You can picture stuff. So shut up.
Okay.
Picture this. Fuck off. It's 1904. And this week, we find ourselves in Vienna, Austria. I was trying to have like a sound effect without having like a sound effect.
Yeah.
Hitler would have been a mere 15-year-old boy with nothing occupying his mind more than where to hide his cummy socks.
Ew.
Not related, but he was also from Austria, so it's kind of like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
the more you know. Don't trust Austria.
All right.
We can't say that.
I don't think they'll track us down. And
You don't know.
you don't
They
know.
produced Hitler, bitch.
Next day, a podcaster named Joey Voodoo has gone missing.
Has been found dead
No.
in Austria. This little ratbag was orphaned at an early age, but a nice family, albeit very, very poor, took her in and cared for her. Hashtag adoption, but also hashtag choose them wisely.
Yeah.
Funny enough, there's actually not a lot of information about the family that adopted her. And you don't really hear a lot about her family. I think you hear about like one of them later.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the surname Lowenstein was from the adopted name or her birth name. So I'm not entirely sure. Was that your nose whistle, bitch?
Shut up.
There seem to be a few gaps that we cannot account for, but our story picks back up again in 1919, where Martha is now a little beautiful 15-year-old girl who just got a job in a dress shop. Isn't that cute?
That's cute.
Yeah. Where she meets Mortis Fritsch.
Sorry?
Yes. I even prepared for you to do
Yeah,
that.
one more time?
Mortis Fritsch. I can't make these names up.
No.
You just wait till one later.
Mortis.
Mortis.
Hey, Morty. That's not how they
Rigor
sound.
Mortis Fritsch. Oh, he died. I can't say that.
Oh, my God. You can't say that.
He died of natural causes. It's fine. Now, it turns out that she had a nose for the money, see? From a young age, she could already tell where those dollar bills y'all were coming from. The next year, at age 16, she becomes Fritsch's lover. Now, Fritsch was the owner of the shopping centre that this little dress store was in.
Oh, get it, girl. Look at her making her way up the top.
Fritsch was 74 years old.
I take back what I said.
Get it, girl.
Get yourself a grandfather figure instead of that.
On that note, though, like, if I could please make a little PSA.
Yeah.
If there's, like, anyone out there who wants an overweight 34-year-old man who can't really offer very much, but just sass and friendship and kindness, I'm not going to put out. I just, like, if you could shower me in gifts and in love, but don't touch me, then, like, I wouldn't be opposed to the idea, you know, like, maybe hit me up. Anyway, whatever, hit me up. That's cool. Thank you.
Also, side note to that, if you can then also give gifts to Joey's friend that also does not want to be touched, which is showered in the knowledge of I'm with your partner, that'd also be great. Thanks.
Well, you're giving him gifts. Give her some gifts too, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're a package deal who both want nothing but your love. No, I don't want love.
We sound deplorable. That's fine. Well, he would make it rain on our little hoe bag.
Oh.
And Martha liked a good old downpour.
Oh.
Fritsch sent her to super expensive finishing schools in both England and France.
It's pretty cool.
Like I said, hit me up. Maybe not Fritchie, you're dead and I'm not looking for a ghosty boyfriend. There's a Goldilocks zone for when you decide to get a sugar daddy, and that's when they're old enough that they can't chew their own food and their pecker doesn't work anymore.
Yes.
Then you're good.
Yeah.
You know,
they literally just want to sit next to someone and tell them about their day.
Hold my hand. Rub my balding head.
I thought you were going to say, rub me ball sack. No. You were talking about making it rain on her.
Well, that's where you throw money. You know that's what making it rain means, right? You're talking about cum.
Or golden shower. Are you toey? Fuck off.
It seems to be the trend. Are you toey? No, but I want to talk about cum and piss.
We don't like golden showers. I mean, if you do.
No. She would, however, go back to live with Fritsch. But while she was still with Fritchie and living in his mansion, she ended up meeting like a super hot engineer. Yeah, and so she had like an affair with him.
As you would.
Well, I wouldn't. Affairs are bad. But I also think it's like, it depends on what the rules are in your relationship. I think it's clear that old Fritchie boy was only with her because she was young, right?
Yeah.
And he was old.
Well, he's getting something out of it, so
yeah,
she can too.
There are a couple of articles I read where they were talking about their arrangement being that she would give him sex and he would give her whatever she wanted. That's so hot.
I mean, she worked for the money at least, because fuck me, I would
but
not.
Did she? We don't know that.
She had sex with him. If that ain't a hot-ass job, I don't know.
You can lie there and just open your legs.
Yeah, look fair. But you've still got to...
Like, your husband comes in, hey, honey, I'm horny. And you'd be like, I'm tired. I'm just going to lie here. If you're done in 5 minutes, jump in. No? That's what I would do.
How do you know my life story?
Oh, sorry, Andrew.
Just kidding.
She's not kidding at all. Fritsch died in 1923 and left his entire estate to Martha. And he was wealthy.
So how long? You said they got together in 19...
She started working there in 1919. They would have been together in 1920.
So not long.
No,
together.
like less than 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
They'd known each other for maybe 4.
Yeah.
Together for maybe 3. So she must have been like throwing it back in a circle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for him to not go.
But also, like, there was nothing that said he had children or...
Yeah.
Like, who else is he going to leave it to? Meet Emil. Emil Marek. Does the surname sound familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's the engineer that
The
she
hot
was
one.
having an affair with. A man who would, interestingly enough, become her husband the following year.
Oh.
After old Fritchie's death. Coinciding? Well, they didn't say that there were any links and the death wasn't suspicious. He was in his 70s, for Christ's sake.
My mind was literally going to, was this a plan?
Or did she fuck him so good he had a heart attack?
Yeah, just fuck him real good and then we can have his stuff. Cool.
Yeah. I wonder if he knew about Emil. I don't know.
Because, I mean, by that age, surely you're not going to protest anyway, as long as she's spending time with you as well. You've got to realise she's young. She's going to want a little hot stud in her muffin.
Oh, I guess it's also, he was in his 70s, mate. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like he's going to be able to catch up with you if you walk quickly.
Get back over. No, I don't think I will.
it turns out this new power couple were dumb smart. You know, like skinny fat?
Street smart?
Let me explain. So they would end up getting mass media attention, which in the 1920s was no mean feat.
Yeah.
You see, as fate would have it, Emil would lose his leg in a freak wood chopping incident. But also, like, so what, right? This silly Kent was probably just a clumsy little idiot. How boring. No. What happened was the newly married couple were living far beyond their means, and ended up having to sell the estate that she inherited.
Oh, shit.
Because she had no money left, they couldn't pay their bills.
Wow. You done fucked up.
So the day before the incident, Martha took out an insurance policy on Emil, which covered all types of accidents and incidents for a payout of £10,000.
Coinky dink.
Oh my god. Like, why? What the hell?
She was looking out for her man.
Not at all. Why the hell would he go through with that plan? Turns out that apparently he was almost 100% obedient to Martha. Almost like a dom sub
Yeah.
sort of relationship.
But your fucking leg?
Your whole leg.
Can't you just... Why is it every time I say can't, it sounds like cunt? Can't you just...
Because...
But, like, can you just get out insurance and chop off a pinky? Not your whole fucking leg?
No, because a pinky is not going to stop you from being able to work.
Or maybe it will, if you're a...
If you walk around fingering people's buttholes with your pinky. That's my one job.
Could be a thing, you don't know.
Fuck off. A flute player.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you should have just seen that she pretended to play an air flute to make sure that you use your pinky.
I used to play the flute when I was younger.
Then you shouldn't have had to
That's
pretend. Or maybe a clarinet player. Do you know, I heard that apparently my dad played the clarinet. So when I was in college doing music class, I tried to learn the clarinet. I wasn't good.
Must be a Scorpio thing. Christy played the clarinet as well.
So back to what I was saying before. He was basically 100% obedient to Martha and would do pretty much anything she asked, including hacking off his own freaking leg with an axe. Well, sort of. He nearly passed out from the pain, so he begged Martha to finish the job. That sad little bitch.
How can you do that to your own leg? I don't like this anymore.
He tried anyway.
Be a little bitch. Someone would have to do it, and it'd have to be one clean stroke.
A stroke.
Like as in...
Strike. Just one clean stroke.
Just one clean stroke.
Yeah, someone else can do it. One clean Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean? The best part is that it was kind of for nothing because the insurance firm had a physician examine Emil and they were able to see 3 separate impact sites.
Oh.
The jig is up, you fraudulent little buttholes.
And it's not something little. You've done lost your leg.
Yeah. And then they were charged with fraud. Regardless, they bribed a nurse to lie and say that the examining doctor falsified the report. And they were trying to claim that the insurance company were actually the ones who were being fraudulent and that they were the ones that were bribed to lie about the results.
Story checks out.
Yeah, so what happens then? The charges apparently get dropped.
Really?
Yep. But the nurse, however, wanted more money than the Mareks would pay. So they refused. Big mistake.
Yeah.
She went straight to the police. But also, like, snitches get stitches, ho. So you'd be the first I'd come for. Just saying.
But also, you've got the balls to blackmail someone that was willing to hack off their own leg to get money.
What makes you think they wouldn't come for you?
Yeah. They're that psychotic to do it. That to themselves. I would not be game.
The most twisted part of this, though, is that they had to spend 4 months in prison for bribery. But the weirdest part is that the insurance company settled and still ended up paying them £3,000 It's Vienna, but they use pounds, apparently, according to the articles I read. They probably don't, but shut up. I'm not well travelled. Leave me alone.
I believe anything that comes out of your mouth, so you're fine.
You do or you don't?
No, I do. That's what I said. Yeah, you're like, hang on.
I like to put on an air of, I know what I'm talking about, when I really don't.
You sound
It's
like you
just
do.
confidence.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Time passed, and they found themselves with 2 children and many failed businesses. They had the children, they didn't steal them.
Okay.
So they returned to Vienna. And get this, they were now so poor that the only way they could bring money into the house was for Martha to sell vegetables on the street like a povo. How common. In July of 1932, Emil became sick and had trouble swallowing. Can't relate. And started having issues with his limbs going numb.
Oh.
Emil died that year of presumed tuberculosis, which was kind of prevalent around the time.
Yeah.
Sadder yet, their 7-year-old daughter would also die a few weeks later, so it was not a good time to be in the Marek household. Now, with no husband and one less child to worry about,
Yeah.
Martha moved in with her aunt, Suzanne Lowenstein, an aunt who was actually really rich,
Oh.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works in relation to how she was adopted. Were they her adopted parents, relatives? I don't know. But Suzanne was also sick at the time, so Martha cared for her until she passed away, inheriting a small fortune. But as we already established, she was not very good with money, so it was gone before she could blink.
So dumb.
It just sounds like she was given so many opportunities to be rich. She just had no control. So poor people go without money for the longest time they get it, and they're like, oh my God, I need to spend it because I want to get all these things I never had the opportunity to get in the past.
And not realise you need maintenance and you still need money even when you got everything.
She ended up opening the home that she inherited from her aunt to 2 boarders, a man named Newman and an elderly woman named Kittenberger.
No.
Kittenberger.
No.
I kid you not.
No.
Kittenberger. That's like cat sandwich. That's like pussy panini.
Yeah, I was like, muff burger.
Muff muffin.
Muff muffin.
Muff cakes.
That's not her name.
Kittenberger. That's her surname.
No. How do you spell it? How do you spell the first name?
I don't have the first name.
Oh,
If you listen.
Kittenberger.
Kittenberger is her surname. Not first name Kitten, surname Burger. You fucking idiot.
That's how I thought it was. It's like, who the fuck names their child Kitten with the surname Burger? Pussy Burger.
Anyway, the elderly woman would end up passing away, leaving Martha the beneficiary of a small $300 insurance claim. That's really going to make up for all of those $1,000 that you've already spent. Yawn. What a small amount.
Yeah.
Boring. Now, Martha, being the greedy little dick pig that she was, decided that she would need more money and devised a little plan. See, there were some expensive art pieces hanging on the walls in her newly acquired home, and she moved them and hid them in a warehouse. Then claimed they were stolen, and what did she do next, doll?
Let me guess. Did she, claim insurance?
Jawohl, meine Schlampe!
Don't yell at me.
Okay, sorry. Don't yell at me in German.
German always sounds yelling, so don't yell at me.
It sounds, yeah.
I'm just saying, have a good day.
Yeah, well, that just means, yes, my bitch.
I like that.
However, this would end up being her downfall and her undoing, because the detective that was assigned to investigate this claim was also the detective that looked into Emil's leg mishap so many years earlier and could smell something fishy. A slushy clunge, perhaps?
Oh, no.
Who can say? Look, I've only ever been to Muff Mountain like a couple of times, and that was like a long time ago. But actually, it was probably more like a drive-by.
I've never been to Muff Mountain.
Technically, you have, but it's more like self-serve.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Fucking Muff Mountain. Jesus Christ.
Now, this guy searched all warehouses across Vienna until he found these missing paintings. And listen, that is one petty bitch, and that is exactly what I would do. I'd go back in time and suck them off, I would.
What?
And in 1938, Martha was yet again arrested for insurance fraud.
Shock horror.
Gasp. Escándalo. When Kittenberger's son, and yes, that is the name, I didn't make it up, I swear to God, caught wind of the arrest, he approached the police and told them that he believed Martha had killed his der Mutter. Oh, the scandal.
For $300, wouldn't be surprised. She seems pretty desperate.
She does, huh? And as a result, her body was exhumed, along with the bodies of Martha's husband, daughter, and aunt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were on.
But, like, they don't do that unless it's a...
Right,
like,
and in the
you don't-
1920s?
You just don't do that unless you've got some good...
Exhumation is not that common.
Like, what's a big thing even now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think a big part of that is these people were at peace, they're at rest. We'll leave them. But not in this case. They discovered that all 4 bodies contained thallium. Yes, Ashley, I will explain what thallium is.
I was like, Valium? Valium.
Thallium. Thallium. Thallium? Thallium. Thallium. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, thallium is a rare compound that is highly toxic and is used in rat poison and pesticides. But, lucky for her, it is odorless and there was no taste. So the risk of anyone picking it up in their food or water was near impossible. And it is a nasty little bugger. It can make your hair fall out and it can give you the voms and the shitties. And high enough doses will kill you like that.
So what are some of the signs of tuberculosis?
I think tuberculosis is a buildup of fluid in your lungs.
So, like, could it cause any, you know what I mean? Like, similar symptoms?
I mean, probably.
Or just
It
being back
must
then,
be.
they're like,
But they also didn't sense foul play at the time,
yeah.
so they would have just tried to pin it to the closest thing it might.
yeah, what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it on face value, especially a woman committing these crimes. The other similarities were that all 4 people had insurance policies that would see Martha as the sole beneficiary. Now, ain't that a coinky-dink?
Even her daughter.
Even her daughter. She insured her daughter before she killed her. Now, at this moment, you may be holding on to the little piece of information I gave earlier where I said that she had 2 kids, right? And not just 1. Well, she did have 2 children, and one of them was a son that they tracked down in the poor district in Vienna, who was also suffering from thallium poisoning.
Oh, fuck off.
So this will come as no surprise, but Martha had recently taken out an insurance policy on his life too.
So, did he move to the aunt's house with her?
I don't think so. You cannot find their names anywhere. They don't exist on any records that I could find. They don't go into detail about the daughter's life. You don't even get her name either.
Oh, wow.
Or the son's. You don't hear anything about it apart from that the daughter died when she was 7 and the son was found later sick.
My mind goes to, did she just, like, up and leave him in the poor district and go, me, and then go to the aunt's house, or he was an adult? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't go into that,
Wouldn't be
unfortunately.
surprised. The bitch.
But thankfully, he lived and made a full recovery.
That's good.
So he did not fall victim to this hoe.
The bitch.
Martha maintained her innocence until the end of her trial, but her fate was sealed, however, when they confirmed she had been a regular customer to the local chemist who she had been buying thallium from. Dummy. Like, at least put on a disguise.
I can't eye roll anymore. It wasn't me. I'd like to buy lots of thallium, please.
Can I buy poison?
For my personal use,
Yeah.
not to kill everyone I know.
Well, see, I don't know if it was like I have a lot of rats. Just need help with these rodents.
Yeah, did you actually find out how it came? Like, as in, how was it packaged and...
I didn't find out how she had received it, but from looking up what thallium is, I can't imagine it would have had its own little... Like, it would have been in very basic packaging. It almost looks like a small block of salt or a block of...
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Like, scrape some of it off.
Was it like powder or like tablet form?
It could have been powder. If they said... if she went in there and said, I have rodents and I need to use this for my rodents, then maybe it would have been in powder form and she would have sprinkled it on cheese. I don't know.
Yeah.
if they could afford that. But also, she wasn't using it for that purpose anyway, so. Martha was sentenced to death on the 6th of December, 1938, and she was executed by beheading.
Good.
Yeah. See, there were places that said she was sentenced to death and she was beheaded by a guillotine. But then in those same articles, it would say beheaded by an axe.
Oh.
So I don't know. Either way, she lost her head. I just don't know how it happened.
Would be a bit of karma if it was an axe.
But that, my big bosomed friend, is the story of Martha Marek.
I have so many questions.
It's weird, and I wanted something like a little bit. I mean, death is not light in general.
No.
But just a little bit lighter than
Compared to
my
your
last two.
Yeah. Like, why did she turn on old mate?
Which one's
the
old mate?
lover.
Emil.
Yeah.
Because she insured him for money and she just wanted the payout. They were saying that she is one of, when it comes to money, the most unrational greed that they knew about.
Well, just to go from sleeping with an old man, getting your money, obviously for her to be going to Emil, look at me remembering names. She must have had some kind of feeling for him. And that's what I mean.
She was attracted by the loins.
To then turn on that, chop your leg off, I'm going to kill you.
In an ideal world, she would have been able to find someone who looked like Emil but had the pockets of Fritchie. And that, I think, she would have been happy with.
Even trying to kill your own kids.
Not even trying. She killed one of them.
Yeah, killed one of them.
There are other killers or serial killers that you'll hear about. There's another one who did a very similar thing, actually, that I heard about, where she killed her whole family. There were like 9 of them. And she killed most of her children one at a time. And she cared for them while they were dying. She was poisoning their food, but she would give them cuddles and love. And she's like, I'm so sorry you're not feeling very well.
What's that called?
Munchausen syndrome?
Yeah.
By proxy. But the difference is, in Munchausen syndrome, at least for what it is now, you would get people sick and then parade them in front of other people to get sympathy for them.
It's not so
This
much
one
the
wasn't
more
doing that.
caring.
She was just killing them. It was weird.
But she must have known what the poison would do. Because you'd want like a slow, subtle death, not
The mother or
the
Martha?
mother. Is it Martha the mother?
No, because I was just referencing the other, a different one that I heard about with 9 siblings.
Yeah, no, Martha.
Martha, well, it wasn't slow and drawn out. I think she was putting a lot.
Oh, so she didn't give a fuck what
Yeah.
happened. She just wanted it. Oh, so she wasn't even smart about it.
Yeah.
I do find it funny, though, how they always say woman's choice is poison.
Yeah, because it's the least, like, it's horrific, but it's the least violent.
Yeah, where you know you're
Violent
adding,
way.
but you're not actually.
Like when men usually murder, it is usually by like gun, by knife point, something like that. Whereas like women, when they murder, it's usually like with their vagina and stuff.
Yeah.
I could not imagine a worse way to go. For me.
Well, I liked that. I didn't like that, but I liked that. Lots of questions. Fucking bitch.
Yeah, but it was definitely lighter than the other ones, right?
Oh, just a little.
I have to show
Still bad, but just a little.
I have to show you what she looks like, because you can see it in her face. But that's her.
Not what I was expecting. Like, she looks like she may have been a bit cute when she was younger, but she's got this weird, something. Like, she's got the nice long hair, a little bit feminine, but it also looks very...
Feminine but sharp?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not someone I would like to become friends with.
No, thank you.
Because she also must have been a master manipulator if there are insurance policies taken up by people she was not related to.
Yeah.
That would be like, oh, you can have my £300.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're doing me a good deed.
£300.
Yeah.
For £300?
Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Mind you, it was the early 1900s, so £300 was probably a fair whack of change back then. But
Crazy.
that's insane. But
That's
that was Martha Marek.
Very interesting. I liked that.
A little shorter than what I would normally have gone for, but
Still interesting. I liked that.
well, if you're still here,
Yeah.
thanks for listening so far.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and I guess we'll probably catch you on the flip.
Catch you on the flip side, bitches.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Love you,
Alrighty.
bye.
Bye. Bye.